Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our show. It's nice to be here on this last Tuesday of April. I can't believe April's over.
April showers bring May flowers.
I sure hope so, and we're happy that everyone's joining us here this week. We've got a big show for everybody this week. We've been talking about it for a while. Marc Molinaro, the Dutchess County Executive, is making his return. Mm-hmm. We're going to be playing Think Fast with him in a moment. Mm-hmm. WWE Referee Dave Dwinell is back with us this week for part 2 of his interview. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And he talks about his career-ending injury that he had. Yeah. So, and we also maybe find out Heather's favorite wrestler. That was an interesting piece. And then, of course, we've been talking about it, and you saw it last week. We traveled to Story Farms with the big, strong man, Matt Story, Jamie's husband. I was actually shocked that he came on the show.
Yeah, me too.
He's never really participated with us.
He doesn't like our shenanigans.
No, he doesn't like
the shenanigans. He gets very aggravated.
He does. And but I was surprised when you told me, yes, he would do an interview with us,
You asked, and he said yes.
Yes, he said yes, so that was good. Maybe we'll get him to co-host one of these weeks.
Farms his pride and joy.
Yes, right. Well, get ready for that. So we'll have a lot of fun with that. And then we have some serious topics this week as well. Last week was Infertility Awareness Week. Yeah. And my friend Chrissy Gjergji is making her debut on this show also. Another person that has said she's never coming on this show. But it's an important message.
It is an important message.
Check that out. And then we have our junior bloggers, Lauren Liberty and Emma Brown. They are here, and they are talking about the dangers of teen vaping. And they talked about their project, and also where they're looking for people to sponsor them. They made it to the world or the national competition in Anaheim, California.
They are?
Yes, so they're looking for sponsors to get them to California.
Nice.
They won the gold medal in the state competition. They're representing New York State at the Nationals. Wow. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. And Kaylee Neary joined me to co-host. Yeah, she was back. We haven't seen Kaylee all year.
Nice.
So we have a lot of excitement here for everybody. Now, ladies, how was your week? We had Easter. Happy Easter to everybody at home. And Matt was on vacation last week. Got a lot of things done around the house. Some rest and relaxation. How about you, ladies? What went on in the life of Jamie Story and Heather Bagshaw over
Nothing really. We just hung home and, enjoyed the week off.
Enjoyed the week off?
We did a couple things, but not too crazy.
Okay, very good.
We had a shopping trip.
Whoa, shopping trip. Now, where did you go shopping?
We went to the mall.
Oh, okay.
Girls' Day.
Oh, Girls' Day.
Yeah, you texted me.
These ladies in Girls' Day.
You texted me. It was like 10 o'clock, and I said, I'm not even home yet. And you were like,
that's right.
Oh, my
I remember
God.
that. Yes, that's true. Yes.
And then we took the kids to Billy B's. You have to go there.
Really? Okay.
We're going.
Okay, well, we'll have to plan that.
These adult slides, I got to see you go down.
Really? An adult slide?
They're all like, you can go on every one, and they are.
Well, I don't like heights. I'm not much.
They're enclosed. You don't even know. You're fine.
Okay. They're enclosed?
Yeah. Matt even got on them.
I don't know about that.
You'll be fine.
How about you, Heather? How was your week down there?
I actually had a quiet weekend because I spent 4 days last week in Buffalo for a tourism seminar.
Okay.
Which was really good.
Shuffling off to Buffalo,
off to Buffalo, and very happy to say that Legoland is coming in Goshen. And
wow, very good.
Super excited for them, 2020. And
we need them here in Catskill off the Thruway.
We do, but they've already... Unfortunately, we missed the boat on that one, but thankfully they did come and choose Hudson Valley, and they didn't choose another area in New York or another state.
Well, that's true, right. Bring people
and we'll benefit from that, from tourism. Our properties can send people down. But I did an auction. There was a live auction, and I got 4 tickets for my sister.
Wow. Nice. Okay,
so I'm
very
super excited.
Very nice.
We've been to Legoland, Orlando. It's nice there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they do have a small facility where they do like a learning center in Yonkers. They might want to look at.
Okay. I've heard that. Yeah.
Very nice. Nice. Maybe we'll have to go down there for a piece. I've never been to Legoland.
Spring of 2020.
Next year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when they've got maybe they'll let us down.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a little Maybe we'll do a little preview here. Now, I also wanted to give a congratulations. We spoke about the Catskill High School Beauty and the Beast presentation. Well, first of all, the the whole play was nominated for Best Set Construction. Catskill was in the top 5 of 30 schools.
Wow.
So this is by Proctor's High School Musical Theater Awards.
Wow.
So that was the one category. And then Elijah Claus, a junior, I had him in school when he was a 4th grader, has been nominated in Best Supporting Actor category for his portrayal of Cogsworth. Wow. So definitely we're going to look forward to that. The award ceremony is Saturday, May 11th, same day as the Wine and Cheese Festival. But hopefully we'll find out some results from them.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good luck.
But let's go to our segments now. So the first one up that we have is our teen vaping interview. So let's go to a very special, serious community spotlight segment. Here we are for a very special community spotlight segment, and I've got our junior bloggers here joining us: Lauren Liberti, Emma Brown, and Kaylee Neary. And Kaylee, thank you for jumping in and co-host with us this week.
Anytime.
It's nice to see you back on this show. We haven't seen you in a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice to have you back. Now, in all seriousness, ladies, we had talked about on the show this being a little Dr. Oz segment here, but this is really important because you're doing a project. You did a project, actually, for your FCCLA, the Family Career and Community Leaders of America Club in your school, in the Catskill School. You presented to the legislature. You presented to the school board. We shared all of that here on our show in previous weeks. We actually took what was on the Catskill News about your whole club. And you guys went to the state tournament, and you competed in this project of the dangers of teen vaping. So tell us a little bit about the project, what it entailed, of how you won the gold medal.
Well, we competed for advocacy.
Okay, advocacy.
And then we chose to do it on the dangers of vaping.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the project. What was...
Okay, so we had to pick a topic and research it and show that there was a need for help in our community, which we did statistics.
Okay.
We surveyed students in school. And then we made the pamphlet that you have and handed it out.
And shared that with everybody.
And then we had to take action, obviously, which was talking to the school board and the legislators.
Right.
And we had to do a whole book on it, like a binder and
A
pages.
portfolio.
Okay.
And present it to the judges that were at the
So
conference.
why is vaping dangerous?
Well, there's a lot of reasons there.
There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Let's give our audience, this is a serious subject, and tell our audience about some of these risks here, maybe of vaping.
Well, lung cancer.
Okay.
Popcorn lung, dental problems, nicotine addiction,
Depression.
and
Emotional
attention
state.
problems.
Okay. And these vaping devices and jewels and things like this, they're making them accessible or making them look like candy. Is that correct?
Well, the e-liquid sometimes looks like candy.
They're targeting replacement smokers. So those people that have passed away from smoking, now they're targeting new people to go buy higher tobacco products.
Okay.
So they're using flavors that will...
Attract kids.
Yes.
Yeah, so like they've got the cherry flavors and all different types of flavors, as with this going on.
Why did you choose this topic?
Well, thank you, Kaylee.
It's a major concern in the Catskill area. Many of our peers were taking part in this activity.
So, and I think that's why we wanted to sit down and talk to people here on this show about it. We're also trying to get Trooper Suarez to come on the show, and we're going to do a little part 2 of this vaping, and and try to educate our audience at home, as to the dangers of this device, and and the people think it's an alternative to smoking, but it really isn't. It really has some harmful effects to it. Now, we mentioned in the show that you won the gold medal.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, ladies.
Thank you.
And you're going to be competing in Anaheim, California.
Yep.
Now, what do you have to do to compete here?
So when we did the project at States, they gave us a rubric back with all the things that we could fix. So we're fixing all those things, and we're bringing it back, and it's harder to get a better score.
Right.
At
So
nationals.
you're competing in a national tournament.
Yes, we're representing, and then along in the conference, on other days, we have to go to district meetings and do conference and workshops.
So you're are you gonna educate more people about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we also, in the conference, we're learning like leadership skills and things with the workshops.
All right. So I know you're looking for sponsors to get you to California. We want to ask our people at home to send in the donations to the Catskill High School, make the donation attention to the FCCLA, and maybe, we're looking, for some sponsors to sponsor you girls to go compete and represent Catskill and represent New York.
Be greatly appreciated.
So we will ask our people, we'll put the address up on the screen for everybody to, reach out to us. You reach out to us, comment on the show, and we'll send in your donation to help them get to California. We're excited. You're going to have to keep us updated, all right? And thank you for stopping by here this week and educating our audience a little bit about this. And you'll be back for part 2.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Yes. Yeah, great. All right, Kaylee, you ready for this?
Yep.
You know where we're going? We're going to the Story Farms.
Let's go.
And we're going to the greenhouse. Let's go right now. We're going to the greenhouse. Wherever the farmer takes us. It's the farmer in the dough. Wherever he leads us, that's where we're going.
Watch the plants.
Wow.
All right.
All right, we're in the greenhouse here. We're at Story Farms. Now, this is a treat here because we very rarely get to see the big, strong man over here. Very rarely get to see the big, strong man on camera. Now, what goes on in this area?
Well, this is where we start the seeds.
Start the seeds.
Yeah, for vegetables we plant seeds, and then when they get tall enough to transplant, we move them over into bigger cells like these over here.
Okay. Now, does this operation, this is all throughout the entire winter?
Nope, we start usually in the first week of March.
First week of March, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is strictly, we're in flowers right now, but you've got everything, right?
Well, this is the one we open first, and we start, the vegetables we start first, just so we can get them big enough to put into the ground early. We
grow big vegetables, right?
What's that?
Grow big ones here?
Yeah. Not big, just the best.
The best.
The tomatoes we usually start maybe the end of February, that we put into the hoop houses out there, the cold frames.
The who?
Hoop houses.
The hoop houses, okay.
Cold frames they're also called.
Well, it's Earth Day today, we're here on Earth Day, and this is, airing the end of April, so maybe they'll be ready by then.
Oh, it would definitely be ready.
Okay, we'll definitely be ready by then. Okay, very good. All right, Heather, what else? You have any other questions for the big, strong man? We should introduce him. This is Matt's story, by the way, in case anybody didn't know. Very rarely on this show, but,
So these are all the plants. Are any of them fruits and vegetables? I see
Yes.
some Brussels sprouts
Yes.
over here.
Brussels sprouts.
Matt's favorite?
I thought this was all flowers.
No.
Oh, no, oh.
So then we have this one
Misinformation.
running for the vegetables anyway. So our first flowers we start in here also.
Okay.
But they're pretty much all 3 of them are basically got stuff in them now anyway. They're all running.
They're all running, okay.
Yeah. So we have our hanging baskets. These are like our first ones that'll be ready
First one.
in end of May,
Yeah,
They're looking really good.
middle of May probably.
Mother's
the way
Day
they are.
usually.
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Day.
Mother's Day they usually open the
See,
greenhouses.
most of the vegetables are the first ones we transplanted are back there. You can see they're kind of taller.
So then you're going to take this and then put it into the ground outside?
Yes, these ones here are the ones that we sell to, customers to put in their own gardens.
Okay.
Those ones back there are the ones that we actually transplant into the field.
Okay. All right. So I saw you
So
got
that's
the
why these
field.
ones are so much further behind, because they won't be ready for customers to put in their own gardens
Right,
for
okay.
later than we're ready.
All right. Now you do all of this work?
Usually our workers all do it.
Some workers help.
Everybody chips in and gets it done.
Everybody chips in. You might see Jamie at the stand, right? You going back to work this year?
Oh yes, I'll be there.
Oh, she's going back to work. Now, how about Slick? What do you like here? Do you like vegetables?
Yeah.
What kind of vegetables?
What's your favorite vegetable?
What's the favorite?
Tomato.
Tomatoes. Okay. How about Sister Liev? Do you like vegetables? No, she doesn't like vegetables. She's like me. I don't really care for all that stuff.
When do they open?
Well,
I know it always depends.
Well, Mother's Day
like
they'll
the
open
stand will
green-
be open completely when we get strawberries. When strawberries are ready, so that's up to the weather.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gets warm and stays warm, and then
Right.
it'll be sooner than later. But
I'm looking forward to some good strawberries.
We'll be ready to before then, around Mother's Day, and we'll be able to sell some then. The stand won't really be open, but you can come in, buy some hanging baskets and stuff.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Matt, for joining us here on this show and giving us a little preview of the farm. Real pleasure to be on the show. I have to appreciate that. And we'll be out here again. I'm looking forward to get some strawberries. Maybe we'll do a little segment. Go strawberry. We've done that before. We'll take the show strawberry picking. We fed the cows. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back here on the farm. The farm life. Mm-hmm. That's all I have for you folks. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for being here.
Hey, everybody. It is Infertility Awareness Week, and in honor of that, I would like to share a little bit of my own personal journey with infertility. First, a few facts. Infertility is a disease of the reproductive system. It can be very stressful, expensive, very lonely. It has ended marriages and forever changed the lives of many people. 1 in 8 couples will suffer from some form of infertility. Think about that number for a minute. 1 in 8. That means that you know these people. They are people that are not talking, whether it's because of shame, embarrassment, or it's just too painful to even bring up. Out of the 1 in 8, 1 in 4 will suffer a loss due to miscarriage. I myself am a 1 in 8, as well as a 1 in 4. These are 2 statistics that I never imagined in life I would be. For me, my life was forever changed when I was diagnosed with unexplained infertility. Basically what that means, they have no idea what's wrong. For us, the plan of action was every treatment available, from oral medications, IUIs, to eventually IVF. The course of those treatments would put me through the most emotional roller coaster I've ever experienced in my life. I would go from, okay, we got this, to this is the one, we're gonna get it this time, to eventually, what did I do in life that was so horrible and so cruel that this was the punishment that I deserved? The answer? Absolutely nothing. Currently, there are 16 states throughout this country that offer coverage for infertility. That number needs to change. The only way that we can change this number is by continuing to talk, continuing to advocate for this disease, because that's what it is. It is a medical disease. The more we talk, the more we break down the barrier of it being so taboo. We are no longer a silent majority. 1 in 8 means that we are the majority. Infertility is something that will forever change our life. It will leave a part of you just feeling confused and maybe empty, but you will go on and you will move forward. I myself am a survivor of infertility, and you will be too. Thank you.
All right, so we had some serious segments, in there. In addition to with our Teen Vaping, I want to thank Lauren and Emma for, an outstanding job that they did presenting to our legislature, presenting to the school board. If you can send in donations to them, please send it in. They would appreciate it. The address is on there for everybody. Or you can contact me, and I'll get you in touch with that. And then, of course, Story Farms. I wanted to thank your husband again for taking us around and showing us the greenhouse. We had a lot of fun with that.
It was fun.
You haven't seen this segment yet. No, I'm just kidding. But it was a lot of fun, and I wanted to thank everybody at Story Farms for having us out there. And go check them out. We got the flowers coming up. We got strawberries coming up. So a lot of good things happening out there. And I wanted to especially thank my friend Chrissy Gjergji for, spreading the message about infertility, and it certainly is more of like a disease, it's something that, people take for granted and don't want to talk about. And, I was proud of her for getting up there and doing that. All right, ladies, we ready for this? We got the Dutchess County Executive, Marcus Molinaro, is back for round 2 for Think Fast. Let's go to Marc right now. Now, this game is called Think Fast. Now, Think Fast game. First thing that comes to your mind, no thinking about it. You just have to say it.
Okay.
Okay? Just whatever comes to your head, that's what we're going to tell the audience,
This is
all
a
right?
Jimmy Fallon game.
It's not a very good game for me.
This is a game, yes. So we're going to pass the card around. We each have a question that we're going to ask you. Okay? So our first...
Are people still watching?
I'm sure they're still watching. Here we go. First one. Why did you get banned from using Uber?
I got banned from using Uber.
I'll hold the microphone.
Okay, what would be a good name for a cereal for your dogs?
Cereal for my dogs?
No thinking.
I don't know.
No thinking about this.
Buster's Bites.
There you go. Come up with a better one? No.
Are you ready?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Who's the greatest dancer of all time?
Oh.
Oprah?
The greatest answer? I don't have an easy answer. Well, Michael Jackson was
There you
pretty.
go.
Michael Jackson.
But I don't know. I don't want to.
Easy now, Marc. Easy here. This is a family program.
Exactly right. Elvis. Elvis was great.
What is your dentist doing right now?
Hopefully cleaning somebody's teeth.
Look, see, it gets easier.
Yes, it does.
Matt, what kind of question is this? What do I keep under my bed?
What do you keep under your bed?
No, what do I keep under my bed?
What do I keep under?
Farm animals.
It's very, you never know what's under there. It's very true. Goat, maybe.
Oh, this is kind of funny. So what's my middle name?
Michelle.
Very good. It's not.
It's my wife's middle name.
Middle name. Okay. All right. Very good.
There's like dates and names I remember.
Well, when you were running for governor, I purchased one of your shirts.
You did?
Yes, and we wore it all over the place. So we have
We'll get it back.
We have a little present for you. Okay. And this is actually, I'm a teacher at Catskill Elementary School,
yes,
so I have an official Catskill Elementary School T-shirt.
staff shirt.
You are now part.
Guess what?
You are
Next
now
week
part
is
of
a
our
circus.
staff.
I think it's great.
We have a meeting on Wednesday. I expect you to report.
I'm still going to ring the bell before I come inside, or however you get in. I don't want to see. This is very nice. This I will wear. Thank you.
So thank you for being here. Appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right, so we had a lot of fun with Dutchess County Executive Marcus Molinaro, and we've got a special interview here, part 2 of our interview with former WWE referee Dave Dwinell. Let's go to it. Here we go. One of your final matches, you told me, was with the great Kurt Angle, Olympic gold medalist, and who was he against?
Well, it was close to the final matches. Okay. It was the match that actually pretty much knocked me out from refereeing after about 30 years. Okay. It involved Roddy Piper in the middle of the ring.
The Hot Rod.
Hot Rod was in the middle of the ring. And
First WrestleMania right there. First WrestleMania main event. Right?
That's right. And he I was outside the ring, and the match was Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. And he ended up getting pushed by Angle, and he pushed Angle back, and he signaled me to start the bell. Now, I'd never really been hurt other than bruised ribs, pulled muscles, maybe a few cuts and scrapes.
We saw you choke slammed a couple times.
Oh, yeah. Well, I jumped up to roll into the ring, and I caught my boot on the ring apron and tore my meniscus, and I have a lot of arthritis in that knee. I had to do a 16-minute match, and somebody was like sticking a hot knife in my knee, and it was being taped, so I couldn't limp. Right. So I ended up, and they must have had 10 false finishes on top of that, which didn't help. So that was certainly a memorable match. I tried coming back after that, and my knee kept caving in. Wow. I mean, my wife said, well, you're done. You're done.
You're done. That's it. Career-ending injury right there.
She divorces me.
Oh, boy. Well, we don't want that to happen. Now, you've also got a book coming out, and some of these stories are in the book. And hopefully we're going to have that soon.
Well, the last time I was on your show 2 years ago, I was working on it.
It's finished,
It was called It Takes Three to Make a Match at that time. I kind of gave up on it. I said, I'm not The Rock. I'm not the Hulkster. But then I talked to a bunch of friends, and they said, well, you got some great stories, and it's a great story.
Local legend right here.
And they said you should. So I ended up getting a ghostwriter to help me out to make it more appealing, I guess, to people. And I think one of the things in the book that I think I may be the only referee that's ever done this. I got a license to referee in New York because the WWF and all the others had to use licensed state officials back in the 80s. And I got a license in the mail without ever having stepped foot in a ring, without having talked to a wrestler. And I pushed, and they finally assigned me. And I'm driving to this show. There's going to be 5,000 people there, WWF show. Rock's father was in the main event.
Wow.
And I'm saying to myself, is this fake or real? Could I get hurt?
Scott asks that all the time.
Can I get hurt? Can I get hurt? So I actually stepped in the ring for the first time, having no clue, except Johnny Rod saved me. It was Johnny Rod's against a 21-year-old Eddie Gilbert.
Wow.
And Johnny saved me. He helped me out. He said follow his lead.
Now let's go through our favorites here. All right, so we'll do a fast.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh wait, whoa.
I know. I mean, is your knee good enough to chokeslam Matt through this table right here?
They want to put me through a table here. Are you challenging me?
No, can you put him through the table? I mean, I think this at the end.
No, she's in my corner. She's my co-host. Are you challenging me to a match, Mr. Howell?
Sure.
I mean, this is for the title right here. This is for the title.
You could have a three-way.
All right. So, who's your favorite all time?
All time?
All times.
Probably Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley.
Favorite of all time.
My favorite of all time? Well,
Bruno?
I would have to say Bruno Sammartino, but...
And Heather, favorite of all time? You know anything about wrestling?
No.
No.
It's
Hulk
the only
Hogan?
sport.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, but
King Kong
the
Bundy.
only one that I can. Or Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper.
You liked Roddy Piper?
You probably think The Rock is handsome.
I honestly didn't watch any.
No, wow. Okay, well, my favorite.
only sport
Thanks
I
for
don't
asking,
know
Heather. My favorite of all time, the King, Jerry the King Lawler. He actually signed this to my pal Matt, and right there, King Jerry Lawler, WWE Hall of Fame, 2007, right there. And Dave, I don't know if you ever won one of these before, but this is the official Slammy Award. You ever hold one of those before? It's the official Slammy.
Serious.
That's the Slammy Award, and perhaps, this year's segment here will be in nomination for a Live with Matt, Heather, and Jamie Viewers Choice Award.
Was this presented to you?
I won it. I won it in down in Madison Square Garden.
Wow.
We'd be lying to our audience if I said that. No, we didn't really win it. But it's a nice souvenir, isn't it? It's the real deal.
It's the real deal.
It's the Slammy. Yes, it's the Slammy. Yes. This is part of our.
Although I do have to say,
this is part of our set here.
Although I do have to say, I was inducted into 2 Hall of Fames.
You were.
Not Vince's.
No, not yet. Anyway.
No,
we're going to send this to Vince.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're going to send.
Well, I was inducted into the Northeast Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Their initial class, along with Bam Bam Bigelow.
Wow.
And Kurt Adonis, and then I was inducted a few years later after that into the New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Awesome.
And some of the people inducted with me were Chief Jay Strongbow, Rick Martel, and several other notable.
Nice.
Very nice. Video it's on YouTube of your acceptance.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Scott did his homework over here. He knew he was co-hosting today. So, Well, Dave, we thank you for being here. I mean, this is a true honor to have you back here on the show, and we wish you luck with the book. And we can't wait for it to come out.
Good.
Yes.
And I'll make sure you get
Then
a
I can
copy.
learn
Yes.
about all the characters.
We'll see you soon, and maybe Scott Hallam, maybe him and I will get in the ring one day. Who knows? For our audience.
That'll be fun.
I'm in.
Yeah. So. Thank you, Dave,
Show's
for being
over.
here. Yes, that's it, Heather. I mean, what do you want
Dave
from
is
us
done?
here? Dave Dwinell, and I want to thank Scott Hallam for joining us that week as well. He did not put me through a table, despite what you saw there. So,
contraire.
yes. So we want to thank everybody for joining us here this week. You can go to our subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then, of course, go to our Live with Matt, Heather, and Jamie Facebook page, because we're going to have a little webcast of community news, and we're going to take people's live comments and do a little live comment box for everybody. So it'll be a little addendum to our show this week. All right? Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next time.